Oh, hello guys. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time of coming across my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell below so that anytime I post a video, you will be the first person to be notified. The pair we are going to focus on this December stroke January is only yen pair, only JPY. So any currency that pair with JPY, that is the only currency we are going to be focusing because according to the way I'm looking at it, there's going to be a lot of movements starting from this December. So the first pair here we are going to be analyzing is USD JPY. So, and the time frame I'm going to be looking at is only three time frame, monthly down to daily, to know the direction of the market. The first time frame here is monthly time frame. So as you can see here, last month the market closed with a shooting star. So telling us that, look, the market is already changing direction. And what I'm looking at here on monthly time frame, I prefer using candlestick. We have the highest high here we have here is this point here. They will change the color so that we can identify each time frame. This is the second level here, which is the resistance we're having here. We have this resistance here, another resistance here that give us a shooting star. Then the market couldn't close this support here, so we are going to mark it as well. So for us to know if the market is giving us a reversal pattern here, as you can see, this is a divergence, a bearish divergence. The RSI here is giving us the first log here give us a higher high, while the second leg here give us a lower high. Then we change the color of the trend line. We have a support here. The market close this level here. We also have a resistance here. So we'll move down to weekly time frame. As you can see, the level we mark from the monthly is in line with the weekly. Then we have a change of polarity here. Some people call it change of character. Me, I prefer to call it change of polarity. Then we change it color so that we can identify each time frame. So this level here was a support here. Then it's now acting as a resistance. So move down to daily time frame. The same level here was a support here and it's acting as a resistance. So the reason why this market is rejecting this level here because we have a three session here. We have a support here. That is the reason why this candlestick here is rejecting this level and it gave us a doji. So if this market should close below this support here, if this market close below this support here, then we will take the market to the downside. Those who normally use trend line to know if the price is breaking or not, you can see this is another confirmation that, look, the market is changing direction. So the market has broken this trend line here, then rejecting this level. It was a support here. Our former support here has now become a resistance here. So the next currency pair here is euro yen. We'll move back to monthly time frame. So all we are going to do here is get rid of the trend line we marked before. So we have a resistance here. We also have a resistance here. In the last few months, we had a higher high here and a lower high here, telling us that the markets has changed direction. And at this level, the market couldn't break below this support here. So we move down to weekly time frame. The level we mark from the monthly is also in line with the weekly. Last week here, the euro yen closed with a doji. Look at this support here. So we don't know if the market will return back to test this level that act as a support here. So if it came back to test this level from the weekly, the market, this level may act as a resistance, meaning our former support has now become a resistance that will be in the future. So we'll move down to daily time frame. On a daily time frame here, we have this green candlestick here. So acting, this green candlestick here is acting, it was a support here. Now it has now become a resistance. So those who are intraday trader, they can as well take this trade to the downside, and their target will be first target as 156.250. Then the second target will be 154.4. So our next currency pair here is Swiss Swiss franc versus JPY. We also move back to monthly time frame. Then we'll get rid of this trend line. We have this red candlestick here that engulf this green candlestick. That was our first resistance. Then our second resistance is this level here. Then our first support here, we change the trend line. Sorry, we change the color because it's monthly time frame. So let's move back. Let's move down to weekly time frame. As you can see, look at all this red candlestick here. So the market closed with, last week here, it closed with a doji. So, and we hope that the market will come and retest this support here. Maybe at this support here, it may turn to resistance in the future. This is our monthly support from monthly time frame, and also we have a monthly support here from monthly time frame. So let's move down to daily time frame. On our daily time frame, at this level here, this this green candlestick here is acting, it was a support here, now acting as a resistance, meaning our past support has now become a resistance. Look at the rejection here with a doji candlestick. And this doji here is confirming this resistance at the high of this green candlestick, confirming the resistance, while the lower of this candlestick is our support, which is now become a resistance here. So this doji candlestick is confirming this resistance here and the support here. So our next pair is pounds yen. So we'll move down to monthly time frame. We'll get rid of the trend line we marked before. Our first resistance here is at this level, which is 208.054. Then next resistance here is at this level, 199.685. Then we pick our support here. Our first support here is 178.679. We are having zones here on the lower candlestick here. We have a low here. This candlestick here couldn't close below this one before it retraces back. So we have support here, S1, S2, sorry, S1, S2, S3. Then let's move down to our weekly time frame. So our monthly time frame is in line with the weekly. Our first support here, which is change of polarity, is at this level here, 193.042. Then the reason why this candlestick here is rejecting this level is because of this two session of weekly candlestick. So the market couldn't close below it, close above this two session here. So it's acting as support here. While this level here, we will look in the future, it may act as resistance here because it's giving us a doji here. Doji candlestick means indecision. So let's move down to daily time frame. As you can see, our daily time frame here, look at the level we mark from the weekly is in line with the daily. So we have a doji here followed by another doji. The higher shadow is longer than the lower shadow, telling us that the seller are still intact. So why is this two doji candlestick here appearing at this level? Because we have a green candlestick here, which is acting as a resistance, and this two doji here is confirming this resistance here. All the yen pair we are not going to buy, but rather we are only looking forward to sell all the yen pair. So our next currency pair is NZ yen. So let's move back to monthly time frame. So our first resistance here is at this level. Then second resistance, which is of 3 months of candlestick. Then our first support here is at this level. So this rejection of this candlestick is confirming this support here. So let's move down to weekly time frame. As you can see, our monthly, the support and resistance we mark from the monthly is in line with the weekly. So our first support here, which is change of polarity, is at this level here, which is 90.119. We will as well mark this support here. So we don't know if this market will come and retest this support here before moving back to retest this support here. If it came back to retest this support here, our support here will not turn to resistance if the market could not break this level to the upside. So let's move down to daily time frame. As you can see, all our support and resistance from the monthly and weekly time frame, they are in line with the daily. So look at change of polarity here. Which is our support here, then our resistance here. So these are the level we have from this pair. Then our next pair is Canadian dollar versus JPY. So let's move back to monthly time frame. Our first resistance is the higher high here, which is 118.829. Second resistance is at this level, 111.442. Then let's get to support. Our first support here is 104.319. Look at the market is rejecting this level. Then if it break these two level here, then our next support will be at this level, 94.19. So let's move down to weekly time frame. As you can see, all our monthly support and resistance from the monthly is in line with the weekly. So we'll mark this support here. So because we don't know if the market will come back and retest it. We also mark this support here. So the rest ones are in line with the weekly. So let's move down to daily. As you can see, this is our weekly support here. They are respecting, the daily is respecting it. We'll mark this level here as resistance. Meaning our support here has not turned to a resistance from the daily. Our daily support here is at this level. So our next pair here is Aussie yen, which will be our last pair of this week. Let's move back to monthly time frame. Our first resistance here is the highest high of this pair. Then next resistance here Then our first support here will be at this level because the market couldn't close below it. I think I would prefer to get rid of this level if in as much as it's monthly. So let's move down to weekly. So our first support from the weekly because the market has broken this level here. This consolidation here. The next support here, which is our S2, is at this level, while the S3 is this level here, 90.199. So let's move down to daily time frame. As you can see, our support and resistance from the monthly and daily time frame are in line with each other. From daily we have a change of polarity. So this is our analysis from this week. If you like my analysis, please don't forget to support me. Share the video, give me a thumbs up and comments, and don't forget to subscribe. So thanks for watching. God bless you and trade well.